welcome back to Tori's Craft. This is Tori. Close my door real fast. Always do that for some reason. I don't know. Anywho, okay. So, as y'all can see, I'm working on the face of the bald eagle. Look how pretty it is. Well, I do have that pencil. Sorry. Alright. So, I've been working on this, and my total time as of today, which is Happy Mother's Day to other moms, the 12th of May. As of today, I have been I have been putting in my time, and my grand total right now is 1 day, 8 hours, and 37 minutes. Dang, that's a lot. So, yesterday was kind of one of those iffy days. And what I mean by iffy was, well, not yesterday, because today's the 12th. On the 10th was one of those iffy days. I worked on it for about 20 minutes or so at work. And I mean, if you've been watching my channel, I work from home. So I'm able to do both my diamond painting and working at the same time. And I worked on it for about 20 minutes. But it's been crazy the past couple of days at work. I logged on today and I had like over 300 customers waiting on hold. And it's like, great. And I had that amount too on the 10th as well. And it's like, what is going on? This is just May. Normally, I'm sitting there for about maybe 10 minutes in between calls. But no, was like back to back, and I was doing a lot. And so, yeah. Now, on the 10th, I did go on to one of my Facebook groups because I put in an hour and a minute into my diamond painting. That's all I did, was 1 hour and 1 minute. And I woke up that day and I'm like, I don't feel like this today. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing anything. And so I posted up on my Facebook group. I'm on several Facebook groups, but this one in particular, I posted up on there, and let me actually get to it. So I posted up on here saying I need an inspiration to get this finished. I only worked on this for 1 hour, 1 minute on the 10th, even though I worked that day as well. And I went on to say, normally on my work days, I can get anywhere from 2 to 3 hours completed, or put into this, because if I look back at my log, the 9th, which was Thursday, I put in 3 hours and 28 minutes. And that's my normal time that I can put in here. But for some reason that day, I just did not feel like it. And I was super bummed about it too. But I continue to say on my post that maybe it's almost my papa's anniversary when he passed away. That's in like 9 days. He passed away May 21st of last year. And this painting, it reminds me so much of my grandfather that it's kind of really hard to sometimes do this painting. And I keep pushing myself to do it. And I keep thinking, okay, this is a gift from my aunt. Even though she particularly won't be receiving this one, this is a gift. And I went on to say on my post that there's 2 to 3 things that he would love about this painting. He loves bald eagles. It has the American flag on it, and he was a Navy veteran. He served in the Navy, and that's why I particularly got this painting, was because of him. This would be something I would be gifting to my grandfather, not my aunt. But my aunt, she saw this, and so I wanted to go and do this for her. And both my mom and I think that would be an awesome birthday gift to give to her. Because not only was my aunt close with my grandfather, I was close too. But, this would be something that we can all look at whenever we go over to her house, or she can look at it every day. So, but I mean, one of the reasons why I probably didn't really want to do this was because of the anniversary of his passing is coming up. The other reason, and I said this in my post too, I ordered this same picture, the exact same picture. I ordered it as a custom. And it actually shipped yesterday on the 11th. And it should be getting here around the 20th to the 28th is when I should be receiving the custom diamond painting that I ordered. And I ordered it as a 60 by 120 centimeters. And I put that in there as well. And one of the people on my page, she responded back to it to me earlier on today, and she said, it's a beautiful and a great memorial of your papa. You need to do this. In your heart, you know it, and you know that he would have loved it and does. And she went on to say, I don't believe he was a man to leave things incomplete, not completed, basically, incomplete. And neither are you. Get her done, which I love that. That's like country talk right there. Get her done. and show it off this Memorial Day in your family cookout or gathering to honor his memory. That touched my heart so much because, yeah, my papa, if he started a project, he finished a project. That was just him. And granted, when he got into his elder days, it was kind of more difficult for him to complete projects. But if he started something, he would have finished it. And so I went on to say, thank you so much, and with a little heart emoji. I was able to work on it a little bit before I went to work today, and I'll be getting off in about an hour and a half. This was like on one of my breaks, my last 15-minute break of the day. So I can continue on it then. This was to be a gift from my aunt, but due to me not liking the size nor the coloring of this, that it came in, basically, the size that it came in, and then all the shading and stuff, that's kind of throwing me off. I ordered it in a bigger size, which is a 60 by 120, and that this will go to her, to my aunt. The bigger size will go to her. And this painting, as soon as my family and I move, this will be hung up in my new home. And then I had another person respond as well. He went on to say that it looks awesome. He's a Navy veteran as well, and he would love to see it completed. And he has to about have it done basically today, which, Mother's Day and all that. And I pretty much replied back saying I wish I'm not going to be able to get it done today. So, oh, that's so cute. Sorry. I've been in contact with the store that is doing the custom of this painting for me. So, and when they told me that they had shipped it off, I was getting notifications and stuff like that the painting has been shipped, which was pretty cool because if I look at my book, reach, I ordered this on the 8th and it was shipped on the 11th, so it didn't take very long for them to get it all completed. Now we'll see what condition it comes in, and if it comes in a pretty good condition, then I'll be really happy. But it took them 8, 9, 10, 3 days, 4 days. But I also had to redo the picture and all that stuff because on my phone, on the side of my phone, which I'll just bring my phone right here. If I do that, it's gonna wash it out a little bit. But right along right here, I have this little sidebar. I call it a sidebar because I can do this and I have all these icons that come up and I can just change it around and stuff like that, which is, it's called Apps Edge on my phone. And when I had took a screenshot of this painting, it had that little white sidebar on the edge, and so it didn't look like the picture, and they were trying to put that into trying to put the little sidebar of it into the diamond painting, and it's like, no, don't do that. That's going to look awful, and it's also going to mess up all my coloring. So I had to re-edit the picture to make it basically look, if I turn it around, make it basically look like this, without the little sidebar on this side of the painting. So I re-edited and I took a little bit off of this side here, so this way that little bar wouldn't show up. And quite honestly, I don't even know if I can show it to you guys because my webcam, I cannot wait until my paycheck from school hits, because as soon as that hits, I am getting me some new setup, dudes. Well, not dudes, guys, peoples. I'm getting a new setup, period. I tried to get on here earlier, but for some reason my webcam was acting up really bad, and the program I use to make these recordings was it didn't even turn my webcam on for some reason. It was just a black screen, and it's really, so I had to restart my computer and get that all situated before I could start recording. Which I need to get this recorded so this way I can get this published, or uploaded I should say, by noon today. And I mean, right now, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, do I want to do 310s right now? All of this right here is 310s. And I don't know if I want to do this right now or if I want to finish up doing all these little bits and pieces. You know what? That's when I'll save 310 for last. Let's see. 904, I don't need you. Do I have? Yeah, I have some of you. Okay. 904 got mixed up in my batch again. I've noticed, I'll show you. That little bag, if you can see it. The tops of here, get it up close. These little tops, if y'all can see that, if it will focus, which I don't think it will. But you see the little red strip? That comes off really easy on these little tiny bags. And I've went through 3 of those bags already. And it's like, really? And I'm not even using it that much. And, well, actually, the 3 that ripped, I've used them constantly throughout this entire painting. So this is section 7. So, and I went through 7 sections before they started ripping really bad. I can't remember what section I was on when it first started on one of my paintings. But, yeah, so I learned I don't like those small little bags anymore. I mean, they're great because of the factor that they're perfect for anywhere from 1 to 3 bags. If you have just, a small little amount, they're perfect for that. But other than that, nope, they're not good. They're reusable, yes, but over time, and if you're constantly opening and closing the tabs, yeah, no, that just ruins everything. So yeah, I upgraded for some other bags I got, and I also, I went to Walmart on Wednesday when I got paid for my actual job. After paying my bills, of course, I paid my bills first and then went to Walmart, and I was thinking I was buying a bunch of bags for $1 because they have bags for $1. And I was thinking I was buying those, but they rang up for $2. And it's like, I got 4 of these deals thinking it's going to be $1 a piece. So I'm thinking I'm spending $4 on this. And I was trying to spend too much money because I also had to pay, not only did I have to pay my mom for my rent and stuff for living with her, I had to pay my insurance. Sorry. I had to pay my insurance, which, yes, I do get insurance through work, but this insurance that I pay additionally, it's so much better. If I go and see a doctor, my visit will only cost me $4. If I need meds, that will only cost me $4. And so in the long run, I'm actually saving money with this insurance company that I'm with. And since I live in Oklahoma, it's called Insure of Oklahoma, which is basically Sooner Care Insurance. But since I work, I pay anywhere from $30 to $35 for this insurance. And it's not bad. It's not the greatest either, but it's not bad to have. And it saves me money on my visits, and it saves me money on my medications that I need. So, which I don't take any meds anymore. I used to for my depression, but diamond painting and my brothers have helped me with that. I don't get depressed anymore. Yes, I do get into little mood swings where I really don't care and I don't want to talk to anybody and I just want to be left alone. But other than that, I'm fine. I feel fine. I feel like my normal self. I don't have any suicidal thoughts. I didn't have any suicidal thoughts to begin with. I just got into these really deep depression states where I wouldn't talk to people for days. I mean, it can go for months pretty much before I would talk to somebody. So, but I mean, now I don't feel it. I feel like, and this is kind of sad in a way, when my grandfather passed, about a week, maybe 2 weeks after he passed, in the middle of the week, I suddenly felt like, you know what, I don't care anymore. Who in the heck gives a crap about what's going on in my pitiful life? Stop being sorry for myself and just pick up the pieces and go on. That's exactly how I felt at that time. And that's exactly what I did. I picked up the pieces and I continue on with my life. I don't complain anymore about this, that, or anything. I just pick my pieces up and go. And that's all I can really do. There's not a lot of things that people will sit there and be like, oh, you poor thing, you go through a whole bunch of stuff. And on the same page, my brothers, they don't know that they're different. I mean, yeah, they can see that they're different, but they don't know that. They don't know that they're handicapped. All they know is they're there. They can vocalize if they want to watch this TV show or that TV show. My 5-year-old little brother, he's something else. He's happy 24/7. He only gets upset and starts crying if, like, he gets in trouble for something. But other than that, he doesn't know that he's handicapped. He doesn't know he has limitations. I mean, granted, I would think that he knows this because he favors one arm over the other. But he doesn't sit there and say, my life is miserable or whatever. And so, yeah, me personally, I don't have any excuses. My life is how my life is. And so my depression is, I don't know, it's there and then it's not there, if that makes sense. I don't have attacks like I used to. And I won't literally call them attacks because I just don't feel like my normal self. I feel like I'm nothing pretty much. And that's how I felt. But after being around my brothers and seeing what they go through on a day-by-day basis and having the most scariest time in December of 2017, before Christmas, my 5-year-old little brother at the time, well, he wasn't 5 at the time, he was like 3, he had a grand mal seizure back in 2017. And that was the scariest part of my entire life. I've never seen a grand mal seizure, never witnessed one, and I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want to. It is scary. Um, but after seeing that, it's like, why am I moping around? Why am I sitting here saying this is bad, that's bad? There's no reason to it anymore. So now I continue on. I help my mom out when she needs help. Um, when my 2-year-old little brother was in the hospital, that's all I did. I took care of the kids. I let her go sit up at the hospital because I know she worries about him. And he's more of the touchy one. Um, when he got out, he got out a day before my 9-year-old little brother was supposed to go in for a routine surgery. My 9-year-old little brother, he has scoliosis, and so they have to put rods in his back, and they have to do a lengthening every 6 months. And the doctor's already saying he probably has a couple more surgeries before he's done. Like, he's not going to grow anymore. His arms and legs will grow. He'll be lengthy that way, but his torso is done growing. So, a couple more surgeries, and then his permanent rods would be placed. And then there's no more back surgeries for him. So that's a blessing in disguise. But, I mean, that's just a routine one. Now, my 2-year-old little brother will be going back to the hospital in July to have a surgery done. And that surgery is not routine for him. This will be his first time having that surgery. He doesn't have scoliosis or anything like that, so it's not going to be back surgery, but it's going to be hip and tendonings or tendon releases. He's super tight in his legs, and his hips are not the way that they're supposed to be. So he's going to have hip surgery, and then they're going to have to release some of his tendons to relieve the tightness that he has going on right now. And that's scheduled, unfortunately, that's scheduled on his 3rd birthday. And when my mom told me that, I'm like, that's his birthday. That's not right. Why schedule a surgery on the patient's actual birthday? But that was the only one that they had, since he's not going to be cleared to have the surgery on the 16th of this month. So now we have to wait until July to get it done. And I put in time off from work so that way I can excuse me, that way I can just be off and help out with the kids and stuff like that. And mom is planning on staying overnight, so I'm going to have a super long night. I sleep like the dead, so, and I only have 2 brothers that are on monitors due to their conditions. And the monitors I'm talking about, it monitors their heartbeat and O2 stats. So, mom's taking the 2-year-old who's on one of those, and the 9-year-old is on one, but the 9-year-old is about to be placed on a vent to help him breathe better. He can breathe, but he's not breathing efficient enough. Just like how we breathe, we also breathe off CO2, and his CO2 levels are higher than what a normal person's CO2 levels should be. So his doctors are decided upon to place him on a vent and skip a CPAP or a BiPAP, and just put him straight on a vent to help him breathe better than what he does now. Because otherwise, if we didn't catch it now, he could have other issues later down the road due to not breathing off enough CO2 levels. So on that part, I'm not really thrilled that he's being placed on a vent, but on the same side, I'm thrilled that he's going to be able to breathe better and that he's not going to have a lot of complications later down the road. I'm not looking forward to it because I've never had to deal with a vent. My mom, she classifies herself as a vent nurse, and I mean, her first patient when she started working at home, not like at our home, but working at the house of the patients, was a vent patient. And she's been dealing with vents for over 17 years. And so she is technically a vent nurse. And she can get anybody trained and comfortable enough to deal with a vent. And she's going to be training me to deal with it, to get everything done. And she knows I'm kind of worried about it. And when we were talking about it, I'm like, am I going to be able to do all this because I'm not comfortable with the vent, and I'm so like worried about if something happens to her. Heaven forbid anything happens to her right now, but if something was to happen to her, how well will I be able to take care of my brother who's on this vent? That was my big, well, that is my biggest concern. But my mom has a whole lot of confidence in me where I'm like, this medical stuff scares the crap out of me. I literally thought when when my 9-year-old brother was placed with us, I mean, even when my 5-year-old little brother was placed, I kept thinking to myself, am I going to be able to help with this? Am I going to be in a clear mind and be able to do what I need to do in emergencies? And the little 5-year-old stinker, he proved to me when he had the grand mal seizure. I was told afterwards by my 9-year-old little brother's nurse at the time. She's like, were you panicking at all? And I told her, yeah, I was. I was super scared. I was very scared that, something would have happened to my brother. And she told me that I didn't show it. I was very calm. Now, my mom, on the other hand, I thought she would be calm, but she says it's a whole different story when you see other people's kids going through this and it's your child that does it, and that not does it, but goes through it, it's a whole different story. And I'm like, oh, great. But I was told I was super calm. There was no hint that I was panicking or anything. I was answering the people, the 911 operators' questions. And I kept myself busy too. Like, I wouldn't leave my brother's side until my mom was there. And when my mom was there, I went and grabbed a shit ton of stuff. I grabbed a bamboo bag. Bamboo bag is basically in case of the child or patient stops breathing, you can use this bag to breathe for them. It forces air into the lungs. And so I grabbed the bamboo bag just in case. And my mom was trying to put a probe onto my little brother's foot to get his vital signs. So she took the probe, not the probe, but she took my 9-year-old little brother off of his monitor to try to see what my 5-year-old little brother's vital signs were. Which, I can tell you right now, my 9-year-old little brother, he can breathe. He's fine. Over time, I've learned if they start turning colors, I need to worry. Because he will, my 9-year-old brother, oh my God, he will hold his breath. And it's like, you can see that he's breathing, but it's like very shallow, and he will just hold it and let his monitor go off. So at the time when the grand mal seizure was happening, the nurse was there. She was also, helping us with my 5-year-old little brother, but she also was keeping an eye on my 9-year-old little brother. So, at that point, she was helping us and watching at the same time. So we didn't really have to worry about hearing about the alarm because she was right there to watch. So my mom, she was trying to put the probe on to him, but she couldn't. She got the probe on, but she couldn't get the vital signs to read because he wasn't staying still. When a person has a seizure, especially a grand mal seizure, the entire body starts to shake. Now, there are seizures called absent, which basically, if you look at the person, their eyes are open, but nobody's home. You can try to say their name, you can try to get their attention, but nobody's there. And I was watching a YouTube video. Oh, Shine Like a Diamond. She was doing like a drill with me, and I was watching her video and how she was talking about her daughter. And when she said, go and watch her video and you'll see what I'm talking about. When she said that her daughter eyes were open, but there was nobody there, her daughter was having what's called an absent seizure. And most of my brothers, they have those. And so when she was saying that, and I need to hurry up and finish watching that video too, because I need to post a comment or two on there. But when she said that, I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen plenty of those. They're okay. They're not the scariest ones. grand mal seizure is the scariest ones, in my opinion. Um, but an absent seizure can last up to, I want to say, anywhere from a couple of seconds to about maybe 5 minutes. That's the most I've seen, is around 5 minutes, because my 5-year-old little brother, he's fully diagnosed with seizures for the rest of his life. So he's going to be on Keppra for the rest of his life. And he can have absent seizures, and they can be up to a minute, the max. But they're not scary. I mean, there can be damage done, but they're not that scary. When his grandma, his entire body was shaking. So my mom wasn't able to get a vital sign on him, because when your entire body is shaking, it's kind of hard to get any vitals. But as my mom was trying to get vitals for my little brother, the paramedics, they came in, and they scooped him up and took him, and they gave him a rescue med, which instantly stopped the grand mal seizure. But it was 17 minutes. And they asked my mom what was his normal. And basically, when they're asking about normal, they mean how is he normally acting? Is he whiny, happy, sad? And at the time, after getting the rescue med that the paramedics gave to him, he started to whine. And that was basically him saying, I don't know what just happened. And also probably wanting to know where I am or mom's at. Because anytime he's having an issue, or he gets scared, because, like, with the tornadoes that passed through Oklahoma recently, the big old thunderstorms, the lightning and stuff that scared the bejeebies out of him, it takes either my mom or me to calm him down. So he was pretty much looking for either mom or me to be like, okay, it's fine, you're fine, type of deal. And so we were telling the paramedics that that's his normal, because he's looking for reinsurance that he's okay. And I can remember the drive to the hospital, because the nurse for the 9-year-old said that she would stay, even though she had graduation from nursing school the next day. So she said that she would stay, and so I went up there with mom, and she was preparing me for the worst case scenario. And pretty much the worst case scenario is, if the kids, any of them, pretty much, if they are not themselves, like how they were before this that happened, she's not going to put them through anymore, because they've already been put through enough. Like, nobody should have to go through what they have gone through. But yeah. So with that, my mom was preparing me for the worst case scenario. And that was my first time that I actually like broke down and cried that day, because I couldn't imagine my 5-year-old little brother only being on this earth for 3 years. Um, but since then, since his grand mal seizure, uh, he has been talking a lot more. Um, Speech is trying to work with getting a communication device, which basically we bought an iPad, and then there's a program called LAMP that we've got to buy, so this way we would be able to use that to help him communicate with us. And so he knows his way around on the iPad. The only thing is, he doesn't do like this and just touch. He does the full hand. He doesn't understand that he can't do the full hand, and that he has to like use a finger or a thumb to press. And so my mom is going to get a keypad. And what I mean by a keypad would be, it'll be off in sections. Like, say this is a section, and so his hand would be able to press down on in that section and not hit something else. So this way, even if he hits something else, it won't count, because it'll count what he hit in that section, instead of how he does it right now, which is all over the place. So I'm looking forward to that. My 2-year-old little brother, he's on an eye gaze system, and they're working on him on using the eye gaze system, and there's a lot of training and stuff to go with it. And I mean, it's basically the kids get trained on these devices, on using it. The iPad with the LAMP program, that will have a computer voice that will speak whatever. Say for instance he hit eagle, it will say eagle in that computer voice, or like Siri's voice. Or if you have an Android, which I have an Android Galaxy S8, Bixby, her voice, it will sound like that voice pretty much. So with the LAMP program, it'll sound it out. And even with the eye gaze system, it'll be the same concept. Am I shaking, y'all? I think I am. Yeah, I am. Dang it. Sorry, for some reason, I get jitters in my legs, and I start to go like this in my legs, and I it's I do it without knowing that I'm doing it, if that makes sense. Like, I can just start doing it, and then mom's like, hey, you're shaking the car. I'm like, really? What? And then I realize that my leg is shaking. It's just a habit of mine that I've been doing since I was little. So, and then I just realized I was doing it, and I'm like, am I shaking, you guys? So, sorry about the shakes. That's something I'm trying not to do while recording. So, but anywho, the eye gaze system, it's pretty much the same method. A person will come, there will be that computerized voice that will come through and will say the word or make the sound. because right now they're working on him with the sounds, and he, from what my mom has told me, he absolutely loves it. That's a bad piece if you can see that. And I bet you can't because my video camera sucks. I got this much trash, and that's almost a full, that's like almost the entire bottom of my triangle. That's not to include how much racks I have gone through, if you guys can see all that pink garbage. But yeah, I keep my little trash on that side. I have a it's like a 3-tier drawer on that side. But anywho, what was I saying? Oh yeah, my 2-year little brother, he loves the eye gaze system, from what my mom has been telling me. He gets super excited when his speech therapist brings it out, and it's so funny. So, and I mean, I've seen him get excited about things before, so I can just guess how he reacts when he sees the eye gaze system. So, I'm super thrilled that right now he's getting the opportunity to use it, and hopefully, in the near future, he will be able to get approved for one through his insurance, and we will have a way to communicate with him so we know what he wants. This way, we're not just like guessing what he wants or anything like that. My 9-year-old little brother, he uses switches, and so, but switches, with those, they can program them for three phases, I think, and depending on what they have on it is depending on whether or not what they can say. And say, for instance, one of the settings says hi. That's what he can say is hi. That's it. He's not able to go in there and say, sister, or, brother, hi sister or hi brother. It's just whatever is pre-recorded on the switches. And so it kind of makes me irritated a little bit, because if I'm asking him what he wants to watch, and I'm giving him an option, let's say 3 different options, no matter what I do, I would have to have 3 different switches in saying the 3 options. Like, for instance, do you want to watch Brave, Mulan, what's the other, Pocahontas. We have, he loves Disney princesses, by the way, if I haven't said it before. But yeah, I would have to have 3 different switches, and he only has 2 hands. So it's not like, I mean, he can move his arms and stuff. That's not an issue. The issue is him being able to focus on it, because he has a processing issue. He doesn't process like we do. Like, for right now, you are processing what I am saying, and you are processing what I am doing. So you are processing 2 things at once. He would be able to only process one thing. So, like, if I were to ask him which movie he wanted to watch, and I gave him an option of 2, and I would ask him, what do you want to watch? If he looks at me and then looks off, that's him processing what I said. And then he'll go back and pick the movie he wants. So that's how we communicate with my 9-year-old little brother. We give him an option of two, and whichever one he looks at or gets more excited about is what we give to him. So, like for an example, I gave him an option of watching, I think, Brave and what was the other movie? There was another movie I gave him an option of, and it wasn't a Disney princess one. And I would hold up the first movie and be like, "Do you want to watch this?" And he would give me a slight smile for the other movie. And then as soon as I put Brave in front of him and I ask him, "Do you want to watch this?" It's a big, old, huge smile. And so therefore, I knew at that point he wants to watch Brave. And so I would put Brave on for him. Oh, wait, huh? Sorry, there's a China package coming in, and that would be fast if it's my order I just placed. 56 CN. No, it's probably one of my mom's. Okay. I was about to get super excited, be like, yeah, I just placed that in and I'm now just getting it. That was, not expected. Sorry about that. That was actually mom's package that's coming in. Wonder what she has ordered from China. She orders a lot of things from China. I was able to do one unboxing of hers, which I super liked because it was a really big piece, and it was fun to do it, especially, my mom ordered it, so it was a mystery to me. Actually, it wasn't like really a big mystery. I knew what she ordered, but I just blanked at the picture. So it was really awesome to do that with her, for her on that package. I really like that. Now she ordered a shoe rack deal where we can store our the boys' shoes in, and that's pretty nice and stuff. And she put it all together. And it's like we're about to move in August, which, by the way, I was kind of hoping that we would be moving in June or July. Now it's in August. So it's like, oh, great. Another 3 months down the road. But sometime, I think it's this week or next week. In 10 days. I know it's going to be in 10 days. Yeah, it's next week. Next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday coming up, but the following Wednesday. They are going to be closing on their new house. The people that were trying to move into their old home, they're closing on their new home on the 22nd of May. And so it's like, awesome. Just hurry up and get everything done so we can hurry up and move in. Because I really want my flipping room. Like, it's going to be huge. My new room is going to be huge. It's a very nice room. Mom said if you look at it, it's like a apartment minus a bathroom. Like, that's fine with me. Because it basically, the way my new room is going to look, it's going to be an open floor plan of a studio apartment. So like I'll have my bedroom, I'll have my sitting room, and I could have a kitchen and dining room. But no bathroom. So it's kind of like a mini apartment without it being a mini apartment because it's in a home. So it's going to be nice. And I plan on, whenever we move, I plan on beforehand getting my video recorder, which, by the way, I found out it is called a camcorder. It's a camera that records things. It does not take pictures. So, cam recorder. Like, a camcorder. Oh, yeah, that word. And I'm done with this piece. Well, not like this entire piece, but that section. And, oh my god, look. You can see the eagle. See his eye and his beak and his little nostril. Yeah. And that all flows really well. But right here is supposed to be another eye. But if I look on the picture, this side of his eye is blackened. So you can't really see this eye. So it's all black right through here. And a little bit over here, but with a little bit blue showing through. And then you see his beak. And if I turn off the light, let's see how true, well, it's not going to be true to color, but let's see how it looks. Oh, come on, turn off. Get you back on there, right. It's kind of, I mean, you can't really tell where his beak ends, in between right here. But his beak, like his beak should end right around up here, and go from here to down a little bit, but it doesn't really show that well. And I have that little black piece, or that's blue, that shines through. Huh. Awesome sauce. Sticky bead, which, by the way, this is awesome. I've been using it because I have my table at an angle. It's like slight of an angle like this, so it's kind of raised up a little bit. But yeah. Okay, so I need to move you. Move you over here. Need you back on so I can see exactly where I need to place this down at. Ugh. Oh boy. It seems a little dusty, but that's okay. And so it looks like about right there, and that is going to be in the way. There. Is that, you won't be able to see that corner. Okay, hold on. Come up. I said come up. Dang it. Yeah. But you won't be able to see this corner down here, but you'll be able to see this corner up here, but not this one over here. Oh boy. Okay. Anybody who's motion sickness, turn your, look away from your camera for about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to move this slightly over. And I'm going to go run into the same flipping issue. Because there's a corner. There's this corner. Ugh, you know what? Instead of moving this all around crazy way. Move my iPad down a little. Because that might help. Corner. Corner. Got it. Ha! Boo on you, light pad. Yeah, that's what I said. Boo on you, light pad. Okay. Continue on with the madness, shall we? Well, since I finished this section today, which is going to be up at the top, I'm thinking on doing this one in the morning, tomorrow sometime, when I get up. Sometime, I don't know, because I kind of want to go outside for a little bit. It's, here in Oklahoma, it's been kind of chilly lately, so I really haven't been out. Like, I've gone out a couple of times today, but it's so dang cold outside. And actually, I need to get some new duct tape because that duct tape is like... Well, no, I'm going to keep that on there because, yeah. I only have this section and then two more. Two more sections and then I'm done. And these sections... Well, shootaroo. Okay, I need to remember that I can't do that because now that's ripped. And I gotta put that on just right. Okay. So let me get my ruler out. So this here is one section. This section on this side is huge. Like, you can see my finger right here. And it's a huge section. I could cut this section in half and just be fine with just that. But I'm leaving it as is because the sooner I can get this done, the better. As you guys can tell, I'm just wanting to get this done. I am so ready to get this done. And see, now I can use my little pad down here. If I can get it lined up right, one-handed. You see my little pad right here? No, I'm going to use both hands. Put that tray down. It looks like I need to probably get a baby wipe after it. I mean, it's really sticky. And I get a baby wipe after it, and it's really sticky afterwards, too. When it dries. But I can see a little issues here and there. I just want to keep diamond painting, but I'm going on like an hour of diamond painting, and I really need to go to bed, too. So, yeah. See, is there anything else I want to chit-chat with you guys about before I let you guys go for the night? I ordered the diamond this exact painting as a custom. So I should get that in anywhere between the 20th to the 28th of May, if not... Ooh, dizzy spell. Sorry. If not later than that, because they did pre-warn me that it will take anywhere from 20 to 60 days to receive. So if I don't get it by the 20th to the 28th, so I should not worry about it, because the 20th would be 19 days. The 28th would be 17. No, not 17. The 20th is 19. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 days. So hopefully, it will come pretty fast. I got a tracking number on it. I'll probably keep an eye on it. Hopefully also this will be my last drill with me on this one. I'm hoping, because I'm hoping to get this done by Wednesday, since now I only have this and this, or these two, I should say. So I'm hoping that this will be my last drill with me, but do not worry. I will have more drill with me's. Any projects that I am working on currently are subject to show up in my drill with me's. So if next Wednesday, which will be, what day is next Wednesday? The 15th, I will have a drill with me. So if I am completed with this and you see what I will be calling my final thoughts, which is basically me going over what I liked and did not like about this painting or the company or anything like that. If you see that, which will be called, the exact title, I have it in mind, my final thoughts on Navy, which is going to be the exact title when I have it. If you see that by today, the 12th, I should say not by, if you see that in between today, the 12th, to the 15th, that means on the 15th, there will be a new drill with me. Not going to tell you which one it is, because I don't want to put y'all's hopes up. And I just placed that in a wrong freaking area. Seriously? This is what I get for just not stopping when I had that dizzy spell. Lightheadedness, or whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, I have unexplained dizzy spells. It's where I get very lightheaded. I have been told I could be hypoglycemic or diabetic. Has not came up either way. So I don't know what I am. But anywho, from now, the 12th to the 15th, if you see my final thoughts on Navy, then there will be a new one a new drill with me on the 15th. I will not disclose what that is, because I don't want to get people's hopes up. If in between the 20th to the 28th, if you see another unboxing, that one you guys will already know what it is. I will still keep the mystery box up there just because, just in case if new people are coming through my channel, it won't spoil that for them. So the first unboxing will be another one of this exact picture that I'm working on right now, but in a bigger size. And let me tell you, if I get it in 120 centimeters, well, since I got it in 120 centimeters, let me show you guys. Okay, right there, where my thumb's at, that's 120. Okay. There is 60. So half of that right there. That's half. And then here's the other half. So if I put this down, my desk, if I put it down on 120 centimeters, it goes to almost 30 centimeters. So from 120 to 30, which if I look inches in centimeters, my desk will be able to fit 90 of this. So I'm going to have that much hanging off at all times. So this much hanging off at all times from 90 to 120 centimeters. It's a big piece, people. Like, I don't even know if I will be able to do drill with me's on that piece because how big it is. Actually, you know what? I think I will be able to because if I get my new setup, when I get my new setup that I want, I'll have that. And then when I get moved into my new home, I'll have a completely new setup because I'm getting not only the camcorder, but I'm getting a tripod as well. And the tripod is like 50 inches, which 50 inches is big too. Sorry, I keep pulling this thing out. Yeah, this thing goes up to 60 inches. So if I go, okay, so here's my 60. From my floor up, it's gonna be big. It is gonna be big. So yeah. And my desk, by the way, I bought this desk off of Amazon and I love it. Let's see. It measures out to be 35 inches and a half. Oh wow. My arm length is almost 60 inches. Sorry, I'm tired too. I really need to like get done with this and be like done for the night. I've got to do milk, I've got to do other things. And did I not say pink is my favorite color? By the way, pink is my favorite color. I should say one of my favorite colors. This has another one of my favorite colors. This painting here has blue in it, and I do like blue. And one of the blues it has in here, I love. Let me see if I can find it. I know exactly what number it is. 775. Well, that's actually one of them. It's like a very sky blue. Then there's another one that's actually, it comes out to be very, very bright, which is kind of like a neon blue, which is 3845. This one, when you have it up to the light pad, and I'm going to do it because this is plastic, but you see how that blue just comes sticking out? Like, it just pops. I love it. And yeah, just a fair warning to everybody, do not do that at home if you do not have a plastic bag. Diamond painting and plastic will be your best friends. This is why this sheet of paper here is not come anywhere near this. Because if this sheet of paper went to go like that, I would have just ruined this painting. Paper, bad. Plastic, good. That's why my inventory sheet is in plastic. And that's why anything that's not in plastic is away. So yeah. You know what? I'm going to be done. I'm done. I rambled. I ramble a lot. As you guys can tell, I ramble. Alright. So yes. I am stopping the clock. I have been working on this for an hour and 20 minutes. Woot woot. So it is 1:56 in the morning. I started this at 12:36. So 1 hour, 20 minutes. And I'm off today. So, yay. Off. Yay for being off. Okay, anyway. So yeah, I have, where's my note card? Where is my note card? It's probably hanging over here. On there. I have completed, so far, not including like all of today and what I've been doing right here, 1 day, 8 hours and 37 minutes, I have reordered this painting at a different store, by the way. Not the same store. I do not recommend the same store. But anyway, I ordered this same picture as a custom. That will be 60 by 120 centimeters, which I'm going to tell you right now is bigger than this table. My family and I are doing good. Everyone is out of the hospital. Nobody is expected to go back into the hospital until July. So hopefully from now until then, no hospital trips will happen. If so, I'll let you guys know about that when I do another drill with me. I'm hoping to be done with this before Wednesday. Otherwise, the next drill with me will be with this. If I do, fortunately, be able to get finished with this from now till Wednesday, I just stuck my finger on there. From now to Wednesday, I will have another drill with me. Will not be my custom because, let's face it, that would only be a couple of days. So I'm not expecting that anytime this month. Well, I'm going to expect it around the 20th to 28th. If it doesn't show up, then I'll expect it in June, which is still plenty enough time for me to get it finished before November, which will be my aunt's birthday. I just noticed my black 310 drills here are kind of popping up. I probably didn't push down hard enough on them. That's fine though. I'll get that here in a little whiles. But yeah, all of this little stuff here is going to be all color blocking, as you guys can see. You see like the little white areas here, like this area right around here is kind of blue. This was one symbol, or actually two different symbols. In between all the white areas, you see the breakout of blue and stuff like that. This white area here will be all 310s, which I have placed down some along this way. So yeah, hopefully before Wednesday I'll get finished with this and have a different drill with me, which will be a smaller canvas, by the way, but still be square. I love square diamonds. So yeah. Alright, it's 2 a.m. I am signing off. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Reach. Thumbs up. Yeah. Give me a big old thumbs up. And if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell notification, so this way you guys know when one of my videos go live. So this way you can watch with me or watch me do whatever I'm doing in that video, because I know it's going to be crazy. So, okay. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful Mother's Day. Go spend it with somebody special. You know, your mom, your wife, whoever. You know, whoever's a mother in your life. Go spend it with them. And you guys have a lovely day. See you guys on the flip side.